guys, welcome back to Hold and Modify, YouTube's most poorly produced, underproduced Amiga channel. And today I'm just here with a quick Lightwave video. This is not going to be a really long video, but I am going to go over a comparison here that's been brought up before. And you know, I love using the old Amiga Lightwave to show off all of the cool things that you could do with the original Amiga hardware, or even slightly enhanced hardware, or even, you know, mega enhanced Amiga hardware. And as we know, this has been a fun little series of me showing this enterprise, doing the little flybys and how to do it. And of course, you know, I come in here and I do the renders, and we get to see these happen in real time. And you know what, they're pretty quick and they look good. But some folks ask me the question, as cool as this looks though, as impressive as this is on the Amiga, of course, loading into a modern PC, we're going to experience a lot more performance. And this is really cool, and I really enjoy showing this stuff off. But let's go ahead and we're going to take this exact same scene now. And by the way, this is another really neat thing about Lightwave on the Amiga. The scene files are compatible with the newer versions of Lightwave on Windows and Mac. So even the current version that's out of Lightwave, I think the last update they did was 2020, you can load these files in. And there's some tweaks you got to do. They don't always come over completely clean, but it's still pretty amazing that 30 years later you can bring this content in. So let's go ahead and switch over now to, I guess we'll call it PC Lightwave. And here we are. And at first it sort of looks the same, but this is a newer version, the most current version of Lightwave. And sure enough, here we are seeing the Enterprise. Now, one of the things you'll see right away, of course, is, well, I'm able to scrub it a lot smoother than I was on the Amiga version, right? In fact, I can, if you look in the lower right corner here, we even have these VCR controls, so you can pause and play, and I can just click play, and sure enough, it'll play back in real time. And of course, that's, you know, that's expected. Obviously, we have video games today that look darn near photoreal, and they play back at 100 to 200 frames a second. So, you know, big deal, right? But I did just want to show you that, you know, the differences coming from the Amiga to the PC. And of course, on the PC, we have the ability to do the wireframe. So we can go ahead and set this Enterprise to wireframe mode. And yeah, that looks pretty cool. And it's, of course, it's going to be nice and fast on even a modest or even low-end PC. So we can do that. But then, of course, we have the ability to do shaded solid mode. And we get this, like, nice, you know, kind of shaded version. This is something that didn't ever really come to the Amiga. There was a couple plugins that came out near the end of the Amiga's life with Lightwave that did try to do this. But, you know, here you go. You can kind of see it cruising along, and that's pretty cool. I mean, heck, for if this was like an Amiga video game back in the day, that would have been pretty super awesome. But of course, now we have the textured mode, so we can go in here and turn textures on, and sure enough, now we get all our textures. In fact, we can add a little fake lighting here, try and brighten things up. Now, the textures don't look completely correct, obviously, because there's some things going on here that are, you know, not exactly right, but it is a 30-year-old scene. Well, this isn't a 30-year-old scene. This is more like a 20-year-old scene. But so there's definitely some issues coming across. However, one of the things we can do, of course, in the modern version of this type of software is just have some fun with it. And we'll go ahead and turn on this mode, which is basically render it in real-time mode, or as close to real-time as you can. I got in trouble for that term real-time in my previous video when I showed Forge rendering in real-time. Everyone was giving me a bunch of crap for that. Fine fucking mess! Here you go. You've got the Enterprise, and sure enough, you can just scrub the old timeline, and, you know, it does break up. It does have to, you know, viz up. This is not a game engine. This is still a 3D program, so it does have to actually calculate all of this stuff that you're seeing. It does take some CPU time to do it. Obviously, if this was like a video game engine, of course it would be real time. It'd be faster than real time. But this is still a rendering program. But that's pretty slick. Never really got to do that on the Amiga ever. And of course, you can come in here and you can get in on it and get this nice glorious shot. And you can orbit around it, you know, and see these type of things. And one of the things you'll notice right away on modern Lightwave or any modern 3D software is having this ability to do this type of manipulation allows you to be more creative much faster. For example, you know, you can take the light here and go ahead and say, let's go to the key light here, and we can just make it, I don't know, let's make it purple. And like right away, you can just see purple lighting on your Amiga. Let's go disco jam out, right? So that kind of feedback, that real-time feedback is very much appreciated and makes you far more efficient in getting things sorted. So yeah, that's modern Lightwave and what it can offer. Any modern 3D software can do this, as I said. which is pretty slick. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, I mean, if you want to go in and make a preview, you can do that too. I won't do the whole thing, obviously. But you know, you come in here and you can build this preview. And again, it's not real time making the preview because, again, this is not a video game engine. It's not rasterizing 3D content. It's actually generating it in real time. And this is not, to be clear, this is not a GPU renderer. So this is not using GPU acceleration to do this rendering. So yeah, it uses your CPU and does take, even today, even in 2022, it does take some time to generate this type of content, this type of rendering. But yeah, it's still a lot of fun. It's cool to load up this old stuff in new current version of Lightwave and actually see how much detail is in there, especially compared to the Amiga version. It's like as you can see, there is really an incredible amount of detail that's still available in these old models. I mean, it's really nice. It's really impressive. And yeah, there's some issues here and there. In fact, if you look closely, you can see that the NCC 1701D is actually backwards here. So yeah, we went from this, which was a workhorse of the 90s, good old Amiga Lightwave, and then we ended up with this, you know, the kind of modern version of Lightwave doing stuff. Now, obviously, again, we could do more than what you're seeing here for detail and polygons and texturing, but just being able to load this old stuff in is still fun. So that's all. Just a quick video. Wanted to share the little kind of old versus new type thing. And sure enough, you can see pretty quickly how you can get lost in this all day, creating beautiful, amazing scenes with Star Trek stuff or, you know, funny characters bouncing around on the grass, shooting arrows at each other or something. I don't know, really. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.